like not cause as much damage as it should of this
Uh,
war to go on?
it's like trying to mitigate a nuclear holocaust.
Shit.
Maybe. So, me and my buds, the last time I saw him, we talked to Arcadius. Turns out Arcadius isn't a dick. Isn't He's like not an asshole. He's actually a pretty good dude, and he's very open to like letting humans and undead and all these other people do whatever the fuck they want. Uh, if anything, I'd say he's a god of freedom or something like that. But anyway, uh, we we went to fight him, but instead of fighting him, he invited us to tea, and like I like tea, but like alcohol is where it's at. But yeah, it's just we didn't think he was an asshole, and I was like, that's gonna make this really hard. And then we decided to join him, and we told that guy, the guy who just flew off, Fenrir, that by the way, we're fighting for Arcadius, so fuck you guys, I guess. We also met the Oracle who came up with this prophecy that the world's gonna end when Arcadius dies. So it's like I'm missing something. I know it. I don't know what it is.
Not too long after Finnair leaves, and everyone's sure that he's not hanging around or coming back. Eventually, people had kept a distance away from him, but they start to reconvene, and everything kind of dies down, and eventually, Bacchus and Alistair make their way over to you, and Bacchus six gestures to the both of you, saying, "Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
We overheard your conversation, and I made the offer before, and I'll make it again. I don't know if you want to go on this journey, but if you want to get there in time, we'd have to leave soon."
In time for what?
Well, ideally, if you want to intervene in this conflict that's about to happen in a few days, you want to get there before that happens to talk with the higher beings.
He's talking about like going to Tigris and talking with this motherfucker.
The Okay then. So
I
we're
say
gonna
we
take
should
off
try it.
then. Okay.
Yeah, like maybe we should try going after this guy and trying to kill him. I don't know, maybe. Well, I guess not trying to kill Tigris, trying to convince him not to kill Arcadius and end the world.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. Sounds reasonable.
Bacchus whistles, and Regalius, just kind of, who was off to the side, like reading a newspaper and sipping some coffee, puts his stuff
I
down
think
on his
last
little
I
table.
checked, I think last I checked, like the journey over there is pretty damn dangerous.
Bacchus says, "Aye. In the past 100 years, I'm the only person to cross the ancient tides and make it out in one piece." Eventually, Regalius walks over, and Bacchus raises his voice. "Regalius, your men here are looking to cross the ancient tides and head over to the land of divines. If things were to get hairy, would Coronam want to provide assistance?" Which is Regalius looks troubled and says, "Coronam has never sent any men into the ancient tides, and that would be suicide. I don't know if the Queen would be in support of that. Dante, what do you think?
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask her, but like we're planning on going in there. So, but you know, I've got a death wish. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but we could try, I guess. We could ask the Queen.
If your diplomatic talks don't pull through and conflict begins, are you sure that the right side will come out on top?
Oh no, I am sure that the world will end, and either way, I'm gonna be dead before I can possibly even help. So hopefully, I don't survive the failed talks. Hopefully we can convince this guy not to go to war.
Right. Well, at the very least, we'll take what we can and put it on Bacchus's ship. It's a large ship, and it should be able to accommodate a number of people. We'll give you some support in that regard
Coolio.
where we can. We'll have a ship arranged to meet you outside the Ancient Tides, where you guys will convene.
All right. I guess we're on our way to Coronam to see if we can get an army.
Well, I'll talk to her about the army, but we'll see if we can at least give you some elite forces to escort you. We want to make sure you get there in one piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is there anything you want to do here before we go, or do you want to just take off? Time is ticking.
Is there any training you can give us? Like,
Sure, everyone's still here. Who do you want to train with?
do you have a demon trainer?
We don't have a demon trainer, but we do have a variety to choose from. Going through the list, we have... We have Clarigan, who is a alchemist. We have Alistair, who is a martial artist. We have... We have Dorgan, who is an assassin. We have Bacchus, who is a pirate. We have Hikaru, who is a swordsman.
I will try training under Hikaru, this swordsman.
Okay. Sai, is there anyone that sounds interesting to you?
You have anyone who's worth some magic, good for illusions, maybe ranged attacks?
Magic.
If not, then swordsman will be good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any mages in this group.
Splendid.
Alright. Alistair just kind of points you over to one of the, what would you call it? It's like a little arena that they have off on the other
Training?
side of the mountain.
Training grounds?
Sure. He'll meet you there. So, it's not a far walk, but you eventually get there within a few minutes, and he's kind of just sitting on a rock and just enjoying the breeze.
I think I've met this guy before. I'm not 100% sure, though.
You have.
The name's Hallister, right?
Hikaru.
Hikaru. All right. Hi, Hikaru. I believe we've trained before. I'm back for some more abuse, I guess.
Good. You know, abusing at one time is more harm than good, quite frankly.
All right. Well, please be gentle.
Sure. Well, you have let me see here. What did I give you last time anyway?
I
think you
don't
gained...
remember.
I think you gained light combo, but I don't see it on your sheet. Where did you put it? Did I put it?
Custom ability. I didn't put it anywhere.
Heavenly Strike, Barbs of Youth. Yeah, I don't see it on here. I'll have to put it on there. I'll put it under custom abilities.
All right. Is it possible that you can teach me something better than a light combo? Maybe like...
There we go. So it's the 5th one under custom abilities.
Coolio.
He says, you wield multiple swords, don't you?
Sometimes.
Well, why don't I teach you how to properly dual wield?
Proper dual wield.
So he'll take the next few hours to kind of teach you a whole new stance, a whole new form, a whole new technique, where you wield 2 swords, and he teaches you to handle them in a way that is non-cumbersome, and you're able to perform your light combo twice in one action, which basically allows you to strike 6 times with 1 attack action.
Holy fuck.
Oh.
Yes.
So with 1 sword you're able to strike 3 times, but with 2 you've doubled your output, and you can just hack and slash away within a moment. However, the limitation is that this comes with a limitation. Let me put it on here. So, yeah, dual sword light combo. So you can use 2 magical abilities in one action, or you can use 6 basic attacks. So, like for instance, your Heavenly Strike that you have under custom, you could do that 2 times in 1 attack, or you can slice someone for 6 motions. You get that choice.
6 attacks thing sounds bitchin'.
And then we have Sai, who you wield a longsword, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
1 second.
So he'll take you aside. He says, "You wear little armor and you have but 1 blade.
That's correct.
It looks to me as though you need to maximize your defense with what you have here. You've foregone the shield, which means you're going to have to defend yourself with your sword. We're going to teach you how to deflect projectiles with that blade.
That'd be great.
So he sets up like a little tennis ball machine.
Oh, okay then.
If you can dodge an iron ball, you can dodge anything. As he begins just like shooting like cannonballs at you.
You can dodge an iron ball, you can dodge anything.
And you may be bruised at the end of the day, but he teaches you form and technique to properly deflect like crossbow bolts, iron balls, and stuff. And you gain the ability to deflect
Real
projectiles
card.
with your sword.
Sweet.
Let's
Again,
see here. So
getting a real guard fee from fucking don't cry. Kidding.
sure, that's what we'll call it. I actually didn't even. That was not what I was thinking when I did this. All right.
Wait, is it deflect or block?
Not reflect, but deflect. So you can just like ping, 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 but they'll
Deflect.
go off in different directions.
Okay.
And then you can block magical. You can deflect magical projectiles if you use your. What ability was that? Reinforce armament? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you combine reinforce armament with Royal Guard blade defense, you can like deflect beams and shit.
Nice.
Although you'll have to roll for it, but this ability will help you immensely. Cool. And by then, this takes a good while. Sun starts to go down. The day's coming to an end. Is there anything you want to do before bed?
Meditate. What I'll be doing.
Is there a way I can level up and get another ability in my demon whatever's?
You want like overnight training?
Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna go find a scythe real quick.
A scythe? Sure. Oh, Sai, you mean?
Yes. Scythe.
Oh, okay. I was like, a scythe? I mean, I guess there could be one around. Alright, yeah, you go find Sai.
All right, Scythe. I need you to kick my ass.
Vegeta, is that you?
Like, I need you to royally destroy me because I have a demon handbook here, and it says, Chapter 1, if I get demons get stronger if they get royally fucked up.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's in my handbook.
Okay then. Alright, if this is what you want. I guess I could find this as trying to train a new move. We're trying to do. Okay,
Sure.
here I go. And I'm gonna rush at him and try to attack him as much as I can. Testing out the new Spectral Blades by shooting at him and, just full on combo. Death Macabre at his ass.
Alright. Well, are y'all gonna do this all night? Is that the plan?
No, probably late into the night.
Yeah,
I just want to get
we're
royally
like-
fucked up so that way I can get 16 out of 20 of my my abilities.
Okay. Well, this
Should I just roll a
is
20?
this is rough training, so give me a roll, Dante.
Control C. Oh, paste to Control V.
8. Hmm.
Could I also provide a roll, just in case?
Royally fuck me
You know
up.
what? If you go through the rest of the night doing this, I'll give you another shot.
Okay.
You don't have a professional training, it'll be difficult.
All right. So Control V.
This roll will be easier. 14, that's
14.
good enough. Alright, so you guys keep going till dawn. Sai is utterly exhausted.
Right.
Because he's a human and he didn't sleep.
Hey,
Dante is beat to shit.
Okay. All right. Enough training for one day. I'm gonna go retrieve my arm. Wait. Question.
What's that?
If I eat my own arm, will it regenerate?
It'll regenerate, but it'll consume the health that you... So, like, the first thing that's going to regenerate is your arm. Wait, but it's not going to regenerate anything else. Like, it'll just self-regenerate.
No. Well, then I'll just fucking attach my arm back. Put it back in place.
I think if you eat breakfast, you'll be fine, though. Let's see.
Okay. All right. Well,
Why did my music stop?
I'll let Sai go take a nap. But for me, I want to find. I want to find a shop.
Okay.
Get some healing potions.
Wise.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Sai crawls into bed and eventually starts drifting off to sleep, and then you hear knock, knock, knock. Regalius' voice. It's morning. Wake up.
Oh, Sai, I'm sorry.
Someone better be dying. What the hell is going on?
You see a shadow walk away through the paper door.
I can just walk back over, open the door, look down the hallway.
It leads directly outside. It's just like a patio.
Oh, bitch. Okay, I'm coming out.
You see him like walking away across like a little bridge.
Why are you? Who are you? Why'd you knock on my door?
He says, "I'm your boss," as he walks away.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Ooh, that's loud.
Get a nap. Or not nap. I'll go get some breakfast. And then maybe nap afterwards.
All right. You go and have like a little Mulan breakfast. Dante, what would you like to buy from the shop? How many potions?
As many as 2,000 gold can give me. Maybe the strongest ones.
Oh, okay. For 2,000, we'll give you like 20.
20 like base healing potions.
A base healing potion heals you pretty significantly.
Okay, cool. So, not 2-0, 20 healing potions. Once I find Sai, I'll give him.
Unless you
And-
want like the upgraded ones that give you mana. Those ones will just give you health.
Oh, there's ones that give me health and mana.
Yeah.
Can I get? How many of those can I get?
Those will probably cost like 300 each.
All right, I'll just buy the 20 healing potions. Are there mana potions?
Yeah, those are like two. Actually, no, those are about 100 each, I think, too.
All right. Sai, how much gold you got?
And 200.
Oh,
Not a whole
200.
lot.
Cool. All right. Well then, I just
Wait, didn't you get money, Sai? Oh wait, you spent it, didn't you?
yeah, we spent it all.
Sounds good. Okay.
I have a dark holy necklace. I totally forgot about that. How much can an infernal steel katana get me?
Infernal Steel Katana?
Yeah.
Probably like 500?
And then how many of those healing
Buy you like 5 mana potions.
All right, cool. I'll just sell my infernal steel katana and get 5 mana potions.
Alright.
All right, coolio.
Sai eats his breakfast and eventually like goes back to bed.
That's right. Sleeping in the chair though.
Dante, as you as you're like walking away with armfuls of like glass bottles of potions, you see Valkyrus like, whoa, preparing for the trip there?
Yes, very much so.
Well, go ahead and load it on the ship down at the bottom of the mountain. We'll see you there.
All right, wait, when are we going?
Well, we need to leave soon, don't we? It'll take a couple days travel to get there.
That's a good point. All right, well, I'll go find Sai real quick.
Good. He begins to just go about his day.
All right. Go to Sai's room. I don't knock. I open the door. I don't even bother trying to wake him up. I just pick him up, pick him up, all his stuff and shit, and like I just walk out the door.
All right.
I don't even question. I'm gonna pretend I'm dead in his arms.
All right. As you make your way down the mountain, you just see like the famous like 5,000 stone steps down to the bottom.
And I'm like, fuck that, grow my wings, and then fly down.
Within a short period of time, you
I like
eventually descend down
Oh, short period
to.
of time. Okay.
Yeah, I mean Dante flies pretty quickly.
I was gonna ask like how long does he carry before?
Not that long.
Okay, good.
Eventually, you descend down to the bottom of the mountain, and on the beach, you can see a large, grand ship. You can see on it a crew of undead. And eventually, down the stairs, you can see Regalius and Bacchus and the rest of Royal Judgment coming down and boarding it.
All right, cool. What's with the undead? Just a quick question.
Bacchus says, "That's my undead crew.
Me undead crew?
You can't overwork those who are already dead."
Okay.
They never tire. They don't need sleep. He proceeds to walk and start shouting orders.
I can't say like I'm asleep.
All right, I'll just find like a bed to throw Sai onto.
Below deck, there's a number of cabins. Some of them have been prepared for you in particular. They're pretty basic, though.
All right.
A chest for storage and a bed.
Right. So, well, I'll just let him sleep for like the rest of the trek, and then while he's doing that, I'm going to just sneak some of the healing potions that I got into his pack, 10 of them,
All right.
and 2 mana potions.
Sai, in your inventory, you now have 10 healing and 2 mana potions.
Sweet. Thank you.
Coolio. All right, and I want to see what this new ability does, so I'll go like to somewhere on the deck.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me write it down for you.
Oh, hey, I think my download of Apex Legends is almost done.
Sweet.
Fuck. Thank you. BRB, I'm gonna go get some Coke.
Okay.
Yeah, in the back.
All right. We're ready to go.
All right. Who's ready to die? I am.
Eventually, while Sai is asleep, Bacchus visits Dante. Mr. Bloodmane, are you prepared for setting sail?
I'll take out a little bit of that god booze that I got from what Fenrir, and I'll take a
God
swig of it, and I'll put it away and say, ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
And
We'll
then
be
I know
taking-
Christianity doesn't exist in this universe, but I'm gonna do that cross thing.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And then you
Just a
eventually
bit of
hear the sails and then drop with a flap of the wind, and you can feel the ship rock as it begins to sail through the waters.
You know, wait, or like, is the sea somehow connected to the gods' realm?
No.
I'm asking this in character.
Oh, Bacchus turns and says, well, the ancient tides are a means of which they've created a wall or defense to keep people out. But once we get past it, we will set foot on land once again.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, it'll take a day to get to the ancient tides.
let's go.
We'll have to sail around the southern tip of Africa. But not long after that, we'll arrive at the real challenge. Anyway, we'll be sailing along the coast, so we'll be avoiding large Leviathan. And I don't think any pirates will be fucking with us, so take this time to relax, enjoy yourselves. It'll be the last day you have for that in a while. As you hear his peg leg clop, clop, clop out the door.
Alright. Cool. I am going to sit on the deck and summon my Infernal Hound.
You kind of hold out your hand, and this like demonic runic energy kind of envelops around your wrist as your hand tears open this glowing orange-red portal through, or a rift rather, through this dimension into what you recognize as hell, and a hound leaps out of it onto the deck, large, about 10 feet in length from head to tail. And you can hear it snarling as like this magma-esque saliva drips and singes the floor beneath it on the wooden deck.
I want to do that thing where I scrunch up like the dog's face and go, "You are massive. You are mine. And your name shall be..." What? Fuck. Giant hell dog. Your name shall be...
In rear.
His name is...
Smee.
Mario.
His name is Sprinkle.
No. Your name shall be Fuego.
Ooh,
Fuego.
spicy.
I like it.
Fuego. And then I scrunch his face.
Work. As the rest of
And
the
then
crew just kind of like looks at you unnervingly.
And then he does the dog tongue thing, the blem.
Bleh.
Yeah.
If he wasn't covered in fire and magma, he'd look really cute.
Oh, he still looks really cute, at least to me. He is my dog. He is my Fuego.
The crew
Alright.
maintains their work, but they're just watching you.
Fuego.
Fuego.
Like, how much of that mana did that take from me, though?
Probably like 10%.
Oh, that's not a whole lot, but that...
Yeah, it's not that expensive.
Alright. Fuego, what can you do?
He spits out like balls of like magma saliva, and it just hits the ocean, and you can see it bubbling and boiling. And then eventually, as it howls, you can see hellfire just spewing out of its mouth in a big cloud. Its talons grow like they're basically like metal talons, but they look like they came out of a kiln, just red, glowing hot, and they singe the floor with every step.
Neat.
Very neat. I am still napping.
Can he have 2 extra heads?
Sure, why not?
Cool. I have a 3-headed dog named Fuego.
Sure, why not?
Maybe I should just call him Cerberus.
Nah, too cliche.
Yeah, you're right. Too cliche. Alright. Can Fuego fly?
Fuego cannot fly.
Alright, fine. Can he run in water?
Water, no Fuego friend.
Water, no Fuego friend. Gotcha. Fuego.
Roar.
Sit.
He sits and his fiery tail just like lights the deck on fire.
Oh god, stop sitting.
Sit, stands up.
Alright, well, Fuego, I actually kind of don't need you right now, so, go home.
You just see it go up in flames, and you can see ashes just hit the deck.
Good boy.
The with the ocean breeze, the ashes off the deck.
Not my fault you made your boat out of flammable material.
You hear from the quarterdeck. What was that?
Nothing.
You can hear
Fuck lit my boat on fire.
you can hear the creak, creak, crunch, crunch, and then the door to below deck opens up and a giant troll like squeezes out and like has to like he gets stuck in the doorway and then floop, he like forces himself out.
Uncle Nark?
Clarigan looks at you and says, "What was that noise?"
I had gas.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay. As
Sorry
he,
to hear that, bud.
As he walks across the deck, you can see like the wood kind of bending beneath his feet with every step, and eventually hear a
Oh, okay.
some of the undead like keel over.
They die because the parts smell.
They're
that
like, we
bad.
wish we could die. Well,
Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to try out.
I'm waiting for the next day to come back when I wake up and sleep
Okay.
all day.
all right.
Yeah.
If you want to just
Travel
pass time,
montage.
you have the option to train one more day if you'd like on the ship. That's up to you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But it's got to be something not destructive.
Um,
I want all the trainers to fuck me up again.
Oh my god. Well,
I'm gonna try to meditate on my own. See how many blades I can actually summon, and see if I can just basically practice with my abilities.
okay.
As that's happening, I am trying to see if I can maybe find a library or something in the ship. Not that
Okay.
there will be, but I
Yes.
just want to make sure.
You're exploring. Okay. Dante,
Yes.
do you literally call all of the royal judgment over?
I want all of you guys to fuck me up.
They all look at each other and they look at you and say, "Is that really the most productive way to do this?"
I mean, it worked. It worked yesterday.
Huh? So that's
And
why your friend
I-
looks all beat up.
Well, yeah, he looks all beat up because we were training all night, and that's kind of my fault. But what I'm planning on doing is I just need more training.
All right.
Demon training, preferably.
Oh, that's the tough part.
Yeah, that's the tough part. So, as it says in my demon handbook, that if I get fucked up but survive, I get stronger. So,
All right. Well, we'll help you in any way we can. And so, Dante, give me a roll. You have a lot of help with this, so I don't think you'll fuck this up too badly.
Control V. 6.
All right, you spend the
Let's see
day
why it should be
doing.
like a nat one.
You spend the day doing this. We'll say that the royal judgment does this in shifts, so you can continue through the night if you want.
Yeah.
And try again.
11.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking for a book. I'm looking for.
Okay.
Is there an actual library in the ship?
Baccharis has his own personal study.
Oh, well, I'm gonna look in there.
Okay. Dante, we'll say you barely passed with that 11, but you did. As for Sai, you walk into this study. It's not very big. I mean, it is on a ship, so there is limited space, but it has like a little magical fireplace that doesn't emit any smoke, and it's kind of
Okay.
endothermic. Like it's this blue fire that doesn't emit heat. It's not very flammably dangerous. There's a cozy little seat by the fire and a few bookshelves to choose from.
Okay, so the book I'm looking for is scientific and potentially history genre, because I'm trying to look for a cross genetic material in the way of history. Maybe some notes I could potentially find, or cross species books I could maybe find.
Or books on genetics,
Something of the sort.
like
Yeah.
genetic engineering.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, give me a luck roll. Just
Alright,
give me
one
a
second,
straight
I-
luck.
Straight luck.
10.
Pretty even.
You find a book on the topic, but it's not exactly what you were looking for.
I will grab it and read it anyways. See maybe what I can muster.
So you read about notably the Ligonian race and how they are like this animal-human hybrid that came to be through some genetic work, and how humans not only grew to develop animal characteristics in appearance, but they also developed wyvern magic, which allowed them to transform and use magic that you can find in the wildlife of nature, making them kind of like druids, but without having to study the magic. It's very
See.
innate in nature.
Just going through the summary of that book, I put it back because your partly was right because I already knew about this. So nothing else I could find of it.
Give me what kind of so you want to like improve? Do you want to improve a specific skill, or is there a specific thing that you're looking for?
There's a specific thing I'm looking for. Skill doesn't necessarily matter. But Dante doesn't know. I'm just trying to figure out like if there is a way to mutate my genes with another species so I could get more power, if you say.
Oh, like on a live subject.
Yes.
Hmm. It wouldn't be found in this library.
That's what I thought. If
You
that doesn't
would,
matter, then I would definitely try to find some books with some techniques I could potentially find. Art of War, Sword Master stuff, techniques, maybe
Sure.
some tactical bugs I could read on.
Okay. Let me have a look-see here. Okay.
Okay, this is weird.
Anything good I find?
Tell you what. Unless you want this to be combat specific, you are in Baccharis's ship. Baccharis is a pirate. There's a lot of material here on pirate-related skill sets. If you want, you can learn. You can gain expertise in pirate roles. So that would be,
Knowledge is power,
which
so
is
I will read it.
good. So this would mean, I'll put this also under custom abilities. There, we'll say that. So, now that you've studied marital curriculum, we'll say, you'll receive a bonus on sailing ships, and you'll have biological knowledge of Leviathan.
I see. Okay.
So if you ever try to sail, that will help you. If you ever fight a giant Leviathan, that may help you.
Sweet.
And then Dante's going to stay up through the night. Are you going to sleep tonight, Sai?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Okay.
I don't have to sleep.
All right. Oh, I need to add another ability to Dante. Did I do that already? I don't think I did.
A new ability to me? No. I'm still at 16 out of 20.
Okay, give me 1 second.
In the morning, I'll be like, "Hey guys, good fight!" And I'm down to like just my right arm, missing both my legs. Now, here's a question: do we have any meat on board?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of meat.
Okay, I eat most of it.
I didn't lose internet connection, did I?
No, you're good.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I think...
Sometimes it's the only issue I have with my computer. Sometimes I just randomly disconnect from the internet. Or it gets bad.
so suck.
What?
I just watched a trailer for Uber Eats that has Mark Hamill and Sir Patrick Stewart in it. And they're playing.
I remember that commercial. Yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah.
There.
Ting Madness? Okay, this seems neat.
Not everything is explosive.
Not everything's explosive, just most of it.
Okay. Well, with that, morning comes. Dante, the guys who were training you throughout the night, have their shift to go to bed, and the sun comes up. It's a new day. Sai, you eventually wake up in the morning to the motion of the waves.
Go Fifi. I'm looking for Go Fifi.
Kovifi?
Copy.
Kafefe?
Ah.
Go Fefe. Go Fifi.
No.
And then maybe some breakfast, and then definitely just wait idly by and see if we arrive where we're supposed to be at.
As you awake in the morning, you can see off in the distance, especially you would recognize now, Sai, with your reading of marital travel. The clouds seem to be warning you of a storm if you continue on.
I will let Zach know about that, and potentially the captain.
I mean, the ships can withstand a storm, can it?
Oh, this ship is the largest and most formidable of ships you've seen. This thing looks like it can handle a basic storm.
Oh, we'll be fine. Keep going. Forward! Unto death!
As Sai approaches Captain Baccharis at the helm, Baccharis kind of like looks at you unconcerned and says, "Yes, that storm was here the last time I came. I made it out, but the storm is the least of our concerns."
So, the storm... Oh, it's just, like, leads? It's just, like, a guard or something?
It's the first barrier of entry.
Alright, here we go!
Not before long, you notice that for a ship as large as this, it travels very quickly, and you get the sense that the sails are powered by magic. The wind isn't necessarily 100% natural. Eventually, you can, as you draw closer, the clouds are darker and way more ominous than they looked off in the distance, as you can hear the thunderclaps from within, and your vision of clear open ocean is completely blocked off by an ominous gray rain.
Ooh.
What's
Okay, this looks more than just a minor storm.
Eventually, the waves begin to grow higher and more violent from every direction, and Baccharis shouts from the quarterdeck, "Everybody hold on to something."
Oh god. I will do that.
We'll just, grab the closest rope thing.
Alright. As you see most of the undead crew now clinging on for dear life to various ropes and fixtures around the deck, and some people will even go below deck. Let's see here.
Ooh. Oh, fuck you, YouTube.
All right. So as you now are entering underneath the clouds, the wind hits you like a physical force. Some people you can see are blown and held up by the ropes as they swing through the air.
Oh no.
The wind comes in waves, pulse, 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 and with each one, people are thrown on their backs, rolling across the deck, flying through the air. Some people are forced to let go of the things they were holding on to as they hit various other fixtures around the deck, and even hitting other people. And then the ship eventually, you can see the waves are getting larger than you've ever seen before off the coasts of any nation you've been at. And eventually, you feel the ship come up over the wave and into the air. For a moment, you reach the climax of its jump, and then whatever you're holding on to, without it, you would have been thrown up in the air as it falls down and crashes into the ocean. And some people who weren't able to hold on are flying off into the air and then hit the deck face first, just slamming into the wood.
Oh,
Ha!
no.
Maybe you should have. All hands on deck. Whatever the fuck.
Baccharis seems to have foot clamped himself to the floor so he doesn't fly away, and he's tied his hands physically to the wheel.
Neat.
Now, we're gonna see how this goes. Another wave is coming. Everyone give me a roll. Dante's pretty strong. 3. These waves are now getting even bigger than what was unbelievable to you before. Dante, you hold on for dear life, and you're getting thrashed around, but your demon strength holds you still. However, Sai, as you turn and look at Sai through the rain, as Sai was holding onto a rope, his hands slip along the rope until he hits the end and lets go, and flies off into the air and hits where the doors are to below deck, just bouncing across the floor. Here comes the next one.
Oh wait, if I were to say fire some hellfire bolts at the wave, would it?
If you want to blast apart the wave, you can try.
I'll try that.
All right.
What do I got to roll?
Just give me a roll to just see if you can part the wave.
17.
What do you want to hit it with?
I want to hit it with just like a row of hellfire bolts.
All right.
Just enough to make it dissipate. I guess I want to get it hot enough to where it just steams away.
All right. Dante, with one hand, unleashes a volley of hellfire bolts into the wave. You're not able to eliminate the entirety of it, but you're able to soften the bump to where people aren't flying off the rails. And then almost immediately, there's another one.
Cool.
Ah, shit. Another roll?
Every couple of seconds, there seems to be one, and there's a... You can't even see how much further away it is because everyone's blind from the rain.
Damn.
8. So immediately as Dante blasts through the wave, you can see it split apart and clear, only to reveal the next one.
Shit.
Sai, upon hitting the next wave, you just you try to grab for something. There's nothing near you. Whoop! You go flying into the air again, and you get caught in the cloth of the mast, or not of the sail.
We're trying to grab onto the sail.
You gotta grab onto the sail. Okay.
Yes. I will be holding on for dear life. That's a little better.
13. The next one hits as you're swinging from the sail. You manage to hold on tight.
Yeah.
It doesn't end there, though.
Oh no.
You can hear Baccharis shouting something, but through the rain, it's almost impossible to hear him. But you can see... Everyone give me a perception check. Just a 20 here. Give me a D20.
Okay.
1.
Dante, you're focused on trying to clear waves, I think. You're kind of evaluating how you can make the situation a little better. Sai,
I got a 10.
Sure.
Sai, you can hear something, but you can't tell what it is.
Oh shit.
And then
I tried to look over what I heard.
eventually, a giant pincer emerges from the opaque rain out of nowhere and tries to snatch up people off the deck. Everybody roll.
Leviathan! Leviathan!
Sai is safe because he's on the sail.
That's right.
Sai does not have to roll.
Can I blast it with something?
Well, it caught you by surprise, so that's why I want to roll from Dante.
Oh, alright. 3.
Dante, as you
Fuck
can hear the captain yelling something, but you can't really tell what it is, and then snap, you get caught up in its pincers along with a couple other crewmates, and you are removed from the deck as you're hovering over the vast ocean, but you can't see anything around you because of all the rain.
Alright, well, I can see the giant claw that I'm snapped in, right?
Yep.
Red lightning strike! Bitch! Even though this isn't a good idea, this is pretty much like tasing myself.
16. You electrocute the pincer, but the hard shell seems to be fairly resistant to the magic as you're plunged underwater. And
I was gonna say, do I see the pincer from where I am up there?
I think so. Yeah, I think you could see it.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can shoot one of the Mirage Blades at one of the pincers, and maybe I can potentially stab into one of the joints.
Give me a... Oh, I need a roll. Let me see here. 2. You shoot a blade into one of the joints, and it gets stunned, and it will not pull Dante under the water for a moment.
Alright, cool. Can I take that moment and do a demonic corruption?
Okay.
This thing's alive, right?
2. You sink your hands into the armor of the pincers, and you can see cracks starting to go along it, and you can hear through the overwhelming sound of the storm this, like, screech, and it opens up the pincers and lets you go.
Alright, I was about to scream, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Get that thing out of your mouth.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go do something.
Okay.
Right.
We'll say Sai is just hanging onto the sails for now. Dante, you are now flying, but the winds are like 100 miles an hour. If you want to try to get back to the ship, you'll have to make a dexterity roll here.
Cool. I will try that.
18. Yeah, you're able to manipulate yourself to where the wind is of your advantage, and you let it just carry you to the ship.
Neat.
At this point, when you land on the ship and look for what it was that got you, through the darkness of the fog and the rain, you can see 2 yellow-slitted eyes towering over the ship a good 50 feet over you. And as it gets closer, you can see it's actually of a humanoid shape with arms and a face and a chest. And it has this like chitinous armor over it with tendrils on its face, with like a squid face, crab claw hands, as it looms over your boat.
Cthulhu. Great. We're fighting Cthulhu. I am going to incendiary Helion. Just machine gun fire this motherfucker.
You can see the various explosions blast across it as it stumbles back into the fog, and you can hear the screech.
Hopefully that makes it run off. I turn to the captain and go, Captain, whatever the fuck your name is. What's his name?
Bacchus?
Bacchus, are we going full speed?
Well, I'm trying here. We're in the middle of a storm.
Oh, god damn it.
Like the ship, you'll notice that through this, the ship is still flying up in the air and crashing into the ocean over the large waves, and he's like trying to maintain control.
Great.
At this point, after you guys are yelling at each other for a couple seconds there, you see the pincer swing out and try to smash the deck.
I am going to can I get in front of the pincer and do a counter stance?
I don't think you want to do that.
Oh, it's better than the pincer hitting the deck.
All right, then give me a roll.
4. I didn't want to do. I
You
should not have done that.
You stand bravely and then realize your mistake is wham! You get crashed through the deck into the underdeck. It just like your chest, like all your ribs just shattered and your arms broken.
Oh, this was a mistake. We're in the kitchen, right?
Sure.
I will grab just the biggest piece of meat and devour it.
As you can hear the shouting of the men up top, as some of along with you through the deck were a couple of skeletons from the undead crew that got shattered into pieces.
I will scream out, "All hands on deck, man the cannons!"
All right, everybody tries to get to the cannons. Let's see here. Are they able to man the cannons under the storm? 8. The cannons are literally rolling around across deck.
Why?
The crew's running around trying to chase them, but they're flying through the air with each wave as well. So it's chaos. Eventually, now that we'll say a solid couple of minutes have passed, and eventually, Royal Judgment is approaching you underneath the deck, and they say, "What's going on out there?"
Kraken, Cthulhu, something big is trying to kill us.
All right, we'll see what we can do. And now you have a list of support characters to call in. I will put that in the player resources chat. I accidentally opened the wrong window. It sighs like I had to go wash the dishes. Player resources, there it is. Bacchus is steering the ship. He can't help you.
God damn it, I hate YouTube now. They put trailers and everything.
Do I have that? Okay. Okay, that's what you got.
Alright. Clarigan, Hikaru, Alistair, Dorigan. Alright. Alright. I believe I am healed by now.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'll jump through the hole in the deck, back onto the top deck.
All right. The rest of them
And-
run out with you.
And there's still the giant Cthulhu Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will. I don't know. Oh, why don't I do this? I'll summon Satan's skeleton.
All right.
Thank-
You lock your feet to the floor, and a giant skeleton of infernal magic appears around you.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm just talking to Dante.
Okay.
You have-
still hanging on the tail?
You have, yeah, you're still on the sail.
I want to say my skeleton's pretty big, right?
It's probably a good 15, 20 feet tall.
Oh, that's not taller than the biggest mast. All right. Well, I will summon that and brace for another attack.
Oh, okay, you want to be the one to defend this ship. So bear in mind, you need to call in your supports when you want them to take action. This giant monster is going to try to pincer off one of the masts. Oh wait, yeah. So he's gonna.
I see what's going on.
Would anyone
I
like
am-
to intervene?
Yes, there are a few things I want to do though. The question is that if you allow me to. What counts as one of the Mirage Blades?
What counts as one?
Yes, like an action, like sort of like a side little thing, or
It would be like an action, yeah.
okay, so because one thing I want to do is summon my little Echo, the little doppelganger, and potentially the little sword I have.
Oh, okay. So you want to summon your Echo and your sword?
Yes, the sword is meant to just stab at the pincer to like just in a way so it can like actually like make it miss in a way, just so it can buy it some time to actually summon the Echo.
Okay, sure. I mean, I don't see a problem with this. Alright. So give me a roll to see if you can stop the pincer.
There you go.
17. As the pincer goes and reaches for the mast, you get its attention by pricking it with one of your knives. But it's this...
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this pincer is larger than the mast itself, and your knife isn't able to do too much damage to it, but it seems to be distracted now with where that came from.
Made it to look like they came from the Echo. As the Echo came, it sounded like someone that was on the deck, and I'm gonna see if I can actually hack at the chip.
Okay. Dante?
I want to do another Hellfire just like another incendiary Helion. Just at the dude's pincer. If it's not red, I want it to be red.
The various explosions burst across the pincer, and you can see it kind of... it hurt, but the armor on this pincer seems to be quite strong.
Sure, you fucking quite strong.
The monster then unleashes the various tendrils on its face, each of them going for members of the crew. Everyone is under attack. Everyone make a roll. 20, 15.
Wow.
Could I use my Satan skeleton to just bat the pincer away?
Yeah. Well,
Or the
these are the
tentacles away?
these are the tentacles. Yep, you can evade these however you like.
Too high for the tentacles.
However, how does
It's
the
like
crew
almost
do?
just.
17?
I also want to try to intervene with them, just to help out the crew a little bit. Summoning more of the swords to stab at each of the tentacles.
So as
So-
as these hundreds of tentacles shoot like bullets toward the deck, Sai's like throwing knives around. Dante is battering the ones away that are coming into toward him. However, this crew is pretty consists of veteran crewmates, and each of them are able to fend off the tentacles and also take cover below deck. Everyone seems to have evaded this fairly successfully.
Impressive.
Okay.
Eventually, after failing to grab anybody, the tentacles shrink back up to its face.
Disgusting.
Would you like to make any actions before its next move?
Well,
I want to blast it with something, but I don't know what. Ooh, red lightning. I just want to like strike out at it with red lightning. Maybe that'll give us a couple of seconds to get it farther away from it. Ha!
3. You shock it in its face, and with all the water around, it doesn't help the creature as it gets like paralyzed from the electricity.
All right, book it.
All right. Unfortunately, as you fly up over the waves and crash down to the water, the ship's speed is greatly reduced, and as the paralysis wears off after a few seconds, the creature dives under the water and quickly swims beneath, catching up to you at record pace.
Fuck.
It suddenly emerges from the water, and with 2 pincers tries to pincer the crew.
How about we try to try the one of the people we got, whoever they are, wherever they are.
Sure.
Let's try Hikaru. Go cut the pincers in half or something like that. Cut the pincers off.
as that's happening, I'm actually gonna summon my Echo. Unless if it hasn't been summoned yet.
As the creature bursts out and raises its pincers, you can see Hikaru, like, in stop motion, you can see the rain where he was. He suddenly vanishes, and you can see, like, the outline of his figure where the rain had been pulled apart by his body. And suddenly, the right pincer just slides off of its arm and falls into the ocean.
Ha ha ha! Wait, I wanted a piece of that.
And then, within just a moment's notice, Hikaru, you can see him perched atop one of the masts.
Nice.
Nietzsche.
The other pincer's gonna go in and try to pincer Hikaru.
Well, I am gonna infernal fusillade it.
Okay, roll to see if you can stop him.
8.
You can see see all the bullets peppering off the armor as the pincer goes in, and Hikaru, having landed on the mast, turns around and gets snatched up by the pincer and is held in the air.
Sorry, what happened?
Now I got captured.
No, my watch. I'm gonna
Hikaru is
try to
now-
shoot at him.
You want to try to make it drop it?
Yes.
You shoot a knife into it, and it doesn't drop him, but its movement is halted.
Nice.
Well, I want him to drop it. Drop it! Drop it now! So I am going to... I can't get close to it because I'm still got my... Can I put a lightning... Can I punch it with the skeleton I still got, but use a demonic... not a red lightning punch strike from the skeleton?
I don't know if you have the skill to do that quite yet.
Back. Well then, I'll just keep doing ranged attacks. So, red lightning in the face. 8.
It seems to be paralyzed for another moment.
Pry him out of those claws. We don't want this guy getting eaten. Actually, I'll use the skeleton to pry him out of those claws. I could do that.
Oh, you want to like strength check it?
Sure.
All right, roll for strength. Actually, well, it wouldn't be strength, but roll for magical power.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Whoa. You just easily reach up to its paralyzed claw and just open it up, and he falls.
Nice.
You can see Hikaru just kind of like dive through the wind, almost as if he's flying as he skids across the slippery, wet deck. This is appreciate it, son.
No problem, bud.
The monster eventually gets back to its senses and tries to spew acid all over the ship from its tendrilled mouth.
No.
Alright.
No.
As that's
no.
happening, I'm gonna see if I can shoot a fireball like, right in its mouth so it can explode in his face.
All right. By
Its
doing
mouth.
that, you will forego. Well, you need to roll to evade this first, and then you can see if you can slip in a fireball.
Bug it. I mean, I'm pretty high up. Oh no.
Dante, what were you gonna do?
I was going to. Incendiary firebomb his claw.
Okay, give me a roll. I'm gonna roll too.
Seven.
You see, you send a firebomb. Well, he's spewing acid, actually.
Well, at the acid, I guess.
Okay.
Just to disperse it.
All right. Well, you try to shoot a fireball through it and disperse it. The explosion occurs, dispersing it into like this acidic mist, but the wind sweeps it over the deck, and everyone gets blown by this acidic wind. And you can see people, those who are still of the living, getting their skin singed by the acid.
Well, fuck.
Sai is sprayed with this acid being carried through the wind, and your skin begins to bubble, as does Dante. The wood atop the deck and mast and the sails begin to have holes eaten through them.
Wait, I thought they were magical.
Oh, they're magical.
And I still
Which
attempt to
means
shoot that fireball.
Yeah, you can throw a fireball.
Yeah.
Let me see how he does.
Nice.
You don't need to roll for this.
Oh.
15. The fireball gets caught in the tendrils, but the large creature seems to tank it fairly effectively.
Damn it.
Eventually, from the water, you can see a more humanoid hand, something with a bony structure to it, long blue fingers with ugly fingernails, as this golden light begins to surge within the palm, and it stretches into this trident-looking figure of lightning, and he hurls it down toward the ship.
No.
Wait. Shit.
This may be bullshit. But can I, like, fucking lightning bend redirect it with the skeleton and fire it back?
I would like to try to use reinforced armor. So maybe if it does fail, it makes it harder for this ship to actually take damage from it.
Well, Dante, I don't think you're going to be able to redirect it, but you can try to tank it. Unless you have unless you have a bend lightning ability. Do you have that?
I don't have a bend lightning ability. But,
Pull down the tarp!
I was thinking, like, just I'm just like fucking Uncle Iroh it. But 10.
Ooh.
10 for tanking.
This giant trident flies into you, and you try to use your Satan skeleton to tank it, and almost immediately everyone's blinded in a flash of light. And as the light disappears, you can see Dante's skeleton break apart into a million pieces, and Dante flies off the deck.
Oh no. I still tried to use reinforced armor if but doesn't hit.
Dante did absorb most of the blast, so everyone else is safe.
Yeah.
However,
Good.
Dante has sustained some damage. The shield took most of it, but he's flying off the deck.
Ow. I'll just grow my wings and fly back.
Okay, give me a roll to fly back.
Uh,
19.
Oh, I'm a
Yeah, through the
Listen,
stormy
man.
winds, you find your way back to the ship.
Okay,
Hmm.
dick face. Giant hentai monster.
So is this monster's like face close to the ship?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Good.
Good.
It's looming over the ship.
Oh. So then, I am gonna jump off the shroud, or the little sail, and then get close to his face, and I'm gonna do a bunch of airborne flurries on his face.
Okay. 11. You successfully leap up to its face, and it looks surprised as you just start slicing the tentacles, and you can see it reel back.
Alright, just before it reels back, I am actually gonna use the impulse kick to send it flying a few meters back. I'm sorry.
9. You kick its face, and you can see it like take one step, stumble through the ocean, and he creates his own waves around him through the through the ocean.
Yeah.
Then Shroud of Honor. Above. 360-degree better. Can I actually increase that to where it's actually more around the ship itself?
You wouldn't be able to sustain that even if you could. It's too much mana.
You much mean? Fine then. Shield barrier. Just do it to myself and allies then.
So you want to land back on the ship?
I'm gonna keep doing the airborne flurries until like he managed to block it. Then I'm see if I can push myself back to the ship.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you had the option to, like, mount this guy and climb on him. He's basically, he's like, you don't know exactly how tall he is because his lower half is in the water, but the current half that you can see of him from the waist up is a good, like, 100 to 150 feet tall. So
Yeah,
he's like
do the
this
Shadow
giant guy.
Colossus move. Yeah, I will stay on this dude.
All right,
and I'm
so
gonna
you
keep
just,
slashing
like-
at his face.
Alright, you just grab onto one of the tentacles and you hang onto his face.
Mm-hmm.
Dante, what would you like to
And
do?
then
While this thing was reeling back, I want to fly up to its face and hellflame drill it.
Okay. Yep, Sai, you grab onto the face, and then before you even land your next move, a drill just suddenly hits it in the face and it stumbles back again.
Good. I'm gonna see if I can climb myself up and stab it into one of the eyes.
11, you climb up the tentacle and you stick it in an eye and you can hear it screech.
Can I red lightning strike its other eye?
Oh my god. Yep, you hit the other eye and both of his eyes clench shut and he suddenly dives into the water.
Oh fuck. As I imagined, we're having a cartoon moment where we're just floating there, and then I turn to Sai and go, "You can fly, right?"
So as he goes under the water, you notice that Sai gets dragged with because he doesn't have a pair of wings.
So now that you're beneath the storm under the water, where things are a lot calmer, you can. It's pitch black down here, as there's no light because of the storm above. But with the flashes of lightning that light up the ocean every once in a while, you can see flashes of Sai Dante as he's holding onto a tentacle. But more to the point, you can see this creature is a good almost like 300, 400 feet long from head to toe, with these humanoid-like legs and 4 arms, 2 of which have pincers, 2 of which have hands, and then the tentacle face.
I was kind of expecting more of a.
Cthulhu.
Well, no, I was gonna say I was kind of more expecting more of a mermaid kind of thing, like a giant fucking mermaid. I'm not disappointed, but still, all right. I'll be attached to one of the face tentacles along with Sai.
Okay. Sai... Oh, you're not wearing heavy armor. You're wearing medium armor. Alright, that's good. You both have plunged underwater. Sai cannot breathe underwater, neither can Dante, but you're able to hold out much longer.
Ye.
While under the water, he takes his hands and tries to, like, sweep you off of his tentacles, like he's digging his fingers through, trying to get you out like you're fleas. If you want to hold on, give me a roll.
I do want to hold on. Except, is he just like underwater, standing still, trying to trying to rip us out?
Yeah, he's underwater, just submerged, trying to, like, get you out of his beard.
Well, I'm gonna keep climbing up and stab my swords into its face and slowly see if I can find its ear canal.
Give me a roll to see if you get pulled out. 15. Okay, yeah, you're able to tuck yourself into its beard to where it can't get you. Dante gets knocked out of the tentacles and gets thrown across the underwater.
I'm gonna keep climbing up its face. Maybe if I can find its ear. If not, then I will climb into its eye.
Give me a roll to see if you can find its ear. It's really dark down here. You can't really see anything. 1. You actually end up getting lost in the tentacles. You don't know which way's up, which way's down, which way's out, which way's further in. You're like, and not to mention you're getting knocked around because of his tentacles flailing everywhere and his hands trying to dig you out. It's chaos.
Understandable. Normally how it goes for human nature underwater.
I am going to summon my hellish chains, and I want to use like the barbs at the end of the chains to like stick it into his chest. It's a fleshy bit. I want to stick it into a fleshy bit so that way I stay next to this thing.
Oh, I see. Like a little fishing line.
Yeah.
All right. This shouldn't be too hard. Give me a roll and see if you can stick it. 18.
18.
Yep. You hook yourself attached to him, and you are now literally connected to it.
Cool. I want to pull the chains so that way I am flying through the water. And I can't bring up my Hellflame because I'm underwater, even though Hellflame's the hottest fire.
You can, but you
planet.
just need a roll to do it.
Right. Instead, I want to smash into him and then just do like red lightning strikes, but focused on my feet.
Okay. By the way, I'm going to set a timer here for 5 minutes.
What's that for?
For you to drown. You have 5 minutes to get out of here.
Well, this is a huge issue.
You try to kick it with lightning. You hit it with your feet, and you can see the paralysis kind of stun him for a second as he's trying to fish Sai out of his beard.
I'm gonna keep slashing at its flipping tentacles until I find unless I don't feel the tentacles anymore and swim out.
Yeah, you're just slashing away. Let me see
Pretty
how well he
much.
thinks.
I'm like a boy lost in the jungle with this beard.
13. You're slicing through it, but comparatively to the 400-foot giant, your blade doesn't seem to do that much damage, but blood is seeping out.
Well, I don't know which way's out, so I'm gonna keep going until like I feel myself out.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Infinite eruption has to happen on like
The bottom of the
Earth,
ocean, right?
right bottom of the ocean. Fuck.
Bear in mind, you can summon allies.
Right. Which one's the alchemist?
Clarigan.
Clarigan. We need water breathing potions.
Clarigan dives into the ocean and out of his little gauntlet, he aims it at you, Dante, and shoots it, and a little dart hits you, pierces your skin, and this blue liquid goes into your bloodstream, and you eventually find that you're able to breathe the water.
I need one more of those.
He pops a little vial out into his hand and puts it in yours, and then he begins to swim away.
All right, cool. I put the vial in my pocket and go looking for Sai.
All right.
All right.
As you try to approach him, what's your move here, Sai?
Alright, so I'm still up in its beard, but I'm gonna see if I can feel around and feel for its chin.
Okay, give me a roll. See if you can find the chin. 4.
I'm a bitch. I'm blinded.
You're blind as shit.
Apparently.
Well, Dante, he's gonna quickly just kind of swing a pincer at you.
And that's something. Because the original move is I can't feel for its chin. I'm on a time limit. Sorry, Zach. I am gonna actually use another impulse kick, so I can actually like send him flying back. So I can like get myself free from him.
Okay.
Just basically shoot out its tentacle beard.
17. You kick, and you can see one of the tentacles get knocked away from you. But it doesn't seem to do much in the way of force.
And I'm just trying to get out of him right now. Like, I was hoping for it to fling me away from him.
Oh, I see, like push off.
Yes.
Give me a strength roll, see if you can push your way out.
That's what I was hoping that kick would do.
9. You kick yourself and launch off of a tentacle. And you can feel the tentacles loosen around you, but you're not out entirely. You're getting there, you're in the right direction.
Shit. I'm gonna do it again.
Dante, would like for you to roll for a second.
Feel my chest burning from not getting air.
16. You dodge the pincer, you're able to reach the beard.
Okay, cool. I'm in the beard, right? So I want to look for Sai.
Okay.
Since I can breathe underwater, I can speak underwater, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Sai, where the fuck are you?
You can roll to see if you can look for him.
9.
9, okay. You shout through the water, but through the sounds of the storm above and the creature like screeching and making noises, it's difficult to hear. Sai, you can hear the sound of Dante's voice though.
Ooh, I'm gonna kick myself towards him. Or something. Because I don't know which way's up or out.
Alright, give me another roll. This will be much easier because of Dante's help. Oh,
Okay.
you have one shot to do this. Timer ran out. 13? Yep, you did it. You see, Dante, as you're yelling, you see Sai just emerge from the darkness in the shadows of the tentacles.
I am the potion. If you're drowning, drink this. Just, like, shove it in your mouth. Glass and all.
All right.
Wait, Joey.
I assume you just do it. Your mic's cutting out.
Yes, I just do it. I don't have a
All right.
choice.
You just like
basically-
it's like a little syringe, so you just like stick yourself with like an EpiPen, and then all of a sudden, this desperate need to breathe, you can see Sai gasp, and he doesn't drown.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
All right, cool. Now we're not gonna drown. But how close are we to the ocean floor?
It's complete blackness below. You can't tell.
Motherfucker. How can I just like use the chains that I've already summoned out of myself to snare the dude?
You can try, but he's a little he's a little big for you.
All right, well, fine. I want to snare like just like maybe a limb.
You could try to snare a limb.
Cool. I'll try that. What do I have to roll?
I'll go ahead and roll 7. What do you want to snare?
I want to snare his human limbs together, just like on his back.
All right, like one hand to one limb and then another to the other
Yeah.
limb, and then you just kind of like pull them together.
Just like stab the barbs into like his wrists and wrap the chains around a couple of times and then pull them on his back.
All right. You've snared him for at least the moment. 2 of his limbs are tied. One of them is sunk to the bottom of the ocean. He has one limb left, and it is one pincer.
What's up, bitch? What you gonna do?
He's going to use the one pincer to try to snatch Sai.
What?
That doesn't seem like a smart idea.
Oh, then. Definitely using an action to see if I can use the counter stance in the water.
Because you're suspended in water, you would not be able to do this.
Oh. Well then.
But if you would like to block, you can. Or dodge.
I would actually use a doppelganger for this. So there's 2 of me. And he technically doesn't know where I am since he's blinded.
Oh, he's
So
not.
you won't
He's
know
not
which
blinded.
one's-
You pricked his eyes, but he's not blind.
Oh, well, he still has to see. And so now all of a sudden he sees 2.
Okay.
So you just know which one's me. But I still will attempt. Actually, both of them will be prepared to slash at the tentacle, if one of them will ever come to their way.
Let me see. Because there's 2 of you, roll for luck. We'll see if he hits you or the clone.
1 second. There it is.
14. All right. You see the pincer lunge out and snatch the clone.
Aha! Well, yeah, both of them still have that ready action to actually cut the tentacle. So he still tries to cut the tentacle too.
Well, his action is negated because the because the monster was successful. But you are able to make an action.
Aha! So I will cut off the tentacle then. I still slash at it.
Did I say tentacle? I mean pincer. All right.
Wait, my pincer.
Yeah, it's like an armored pincer.
Uh,
4. You take a slash at the armored pincer, and the chitin breaks, and you can see blood kind of like flowing out of it.
Q.
Dante, would you like to do anything?
How you know that scene in Naruto where Sonic like breaks that guy, or Sasuke breaks that guy's arms?
Oh, I see.
Can I possibly do that?
Well, the best we can do is roll for this. So it'll be strength rolls contested. So I'll roll, you will roll, and we'll see what happens. Oh,
10.
Well, you didn't roll entirely high. This creature, for its size, it's impressive that you're even able to hold it, but by giving it 100% of your effort, you're able to keep these arms restrained uncomfortably for this creature while it's trying to deal with Sai.
Blah. Alright, Sai, can you cut this thing's throat?
I was actually gonna do that, yes.
Alright.
I will swim over there, and, I will use... Oh, okay, I was gonna use an ability.
Yeah, go ahead.
Skyward Cleave. Against its throat. Or if its throat is exposed, I'm actually gonna see if I can stab into its throat, and then use the Skyward Cleave so I can swing it and cut it open.
Alright. You swim up to it and try to cleave through its neck, and blood pours out. You're not quite sure how deep you're able to get it, but there is blood coming out.
More hoping that I'll just put my sword to its throat and then push it, and all like as much as the blade can be pushed all the way through, and then use the ability. So as deep as I can.
Yes. You have another action because you successfully landed this.
Okay then. Since then progressive combo with that, I'm gonna just keep going at it and see if I can just continuously get deeper and deeper into its throat.
So you'll strike 2 more times. Eventually, as you're in its guard and you're up to its gigantic neck, you're digging your sword in all the way, but your sword is so small compared to the size of this giant creature. You're carving and carving and blood's coming out. You're not sure if you're hitting anything vital, but you just keep going. And then in the middle of your cleaves, eventually the tentacles panic and slap around and snatch you up, entangling all of your limbs and your body as a whole.
Can I, this is probably a bad idea, but can I, like, red lightning through the chains into its arms?
Yes, you can. 12. You have lightning surging through the arms, and it seems to be in pain.
Okay.
How exactly does this whirlwind defense work?
Oh, like you swing your blade and a magical wind shoots out and just deflects incoming projectiles.
When these tentacles count as projectiles and they're just coming at me, I can just push them all away, so I'm not, like, set myself free.
Well, the problem is you're restrained, so melee attacks would be difficult for you. But you can try a strength roll to see if you can break out, or if you have some kind of explosive ability.
I will attempt to use the Mirage Daggers, stab into the tentacles, one by one, but they don't disappear, because I'm hoping for them to actually stab into the tentacle and focus my magic on them so they actually explode into the tentacle.
Okay. The knives sink into the tentacles. However, it doesn't seem to be letting go as blood kind of flows out from the wounds, and it's going to try to crush Sai with its strength. And to do this, Sai will need to roll a Constitution check to see if he can hold out.
No, more lightning. More red lightning.
Your armor will help you with this, though.
8.
2. Never mind. Wait, actually, no, okay. Dante, give me...
A roll?
I'm trying to just think the order of things here. Okay. Dante would like to intervene. Yeah, just give me a roll. We'll see what you get here.
2. A whopping fucking 2.
Okay. Well, in this instance, the tentacles are going to crush. Dante wasn't able to cast the spell fast enough. So Sai will roll, and then I'll roll for the Dante damage.
Another 2. Wow.
Sai, you can feel your bones like cracking and breaking underneath the strength of these large tendrils, crushing you like an anaconda.
Use the other people.
Okay, who do you want to use?
What do we have?
You have, under player resources, Clarigan, Hikaru, Alistair, and Dorrigan.
What does that Alistair do?
Alistair is a martial artist.
Oh,
Dorrigan is an assassin.
let's use Dorrigan.
Okay.
Dorrigan, get him out of there.
Dorrigan,
This is-
you can see Dante from the surface. Dorrigan dives into the water and is like a ghostly figure as he floats towards Sai, puts his hand on him, and Sai, this immense pressure that was crushing the life out of you, you can feel it just disappear as you become a spectral ghost, and you just float out of the tentacles with Dorrigan.
Just doing. Thank you for that. I am starting to get mad.
And Sai, you are, as he lets go of you, you turn back into a physical form as Dorrigan swims away.
Thank you for that. I'm gonna make sure I see this monster like face to face, and I'm gonna hold my sword like all the way back and as much as I can, just use. And because if this misses, I'm gonna be using another ability. But I'm gonna see if I can actually use Skyward Cleave again, but like with a lot more force than I normally put it in. Because I'm actually gonna see if I can push myself or slash through his head.
Let's see how deep you can get it.
Alright. Do you need me to roll?
14. You swim up to him and dig your sword through the skull of the head, and you can see an opening in the cranial skull.
Opening. Cool. I'll be doing it again, but this time I'm going to be using the Wrath of All. Because this dude is starting to piss me off.
The Wrath of All, that was... Okay. I've had a look at it. So, 9. You manage to plunge. Now that there's a hole in the skull, you dive into that said hole. And at maximum power, you dive into the bone, carving through it, and into the brain of the creature. And you begin carving through this organ, and blood's pouring out, and he's trying to like dig you out. He's like, you're like a flea that got in that he's trying to like pinch and pull out.
Or a 22 bullet.
That too. He's gonna try to
And,
fish you.
I am pretty much you know what it says on there, like I'm pretty much like covered in blue flames too, so like I'm really like a hot bullet inside his head.
Oh lord.
Like that's about to potentially like burn through everything.
Oh, his hands are
Yeah, his hands are restrained.
Oh no, he can't fish you out. Dante, he's panicking. Give me a strength roll to see if you can contain him.
Come on, natural 20. 10.
10. He rolled a 5. Alright, Dante, you can feel him pulling vigorously, but you're able to keep him still as you can see blood pouring out of his head. And Sai just digs through the brain until finally the panic suddenly stops. and he just begins to sink.
All right, I will take my chain, or just like get rid of my chains completely.
Okay.
Let my chains disperse and go. Let's get back to the ship.
I'm gonna keep going until his fucking head explodes. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it like all the way through his head.
Well, as he stops resisting and he starts to sink, eventually Sai just kind of pops out the other side, covered in blood.
Yeah. And just bubbles, like burbling all around me from how hot I am right now. Just.
Ew. Gross. So, let's leave.
You can see that the ship is, you can see the bottom of the ship from under the sea, and you can see that it's actually traveled a fair distance since you initiated this fight underwater.
Help. Run me over. Before I fucking pass out.
Oh yeah, Sai's ability, after he uses that ability, he goes unconscious.
I'll just grab Sai by like the scruff of his neck and then use my wings to get us through the or swim through the water up to the ship.
Eventually, takes you a hot second, but you eventually get there. The ship's not able to move that fast in this weather anyway. Some crewmates, as you emerge from the water, hurl down a rope to you to help you kind of climb your way up.
Okay, we're back on the ship, and
You can. The lightning and the rain and the wind are still as furious as ever. If this battle has probably taken a good 30 minutes, that thing had a mission, and it wasn't going to go down easily.
No, it did not. Somebody take Sai here. He needs to take a nap.
Alistair gladly walks up and carries him away to the below deck.
Yeah.
Bacchus laughs with a cigar in his undead mouth, and he's like, "Haha! So you defeated your first ancient Leviathan! This automatically makes you a legend if you survive this."
That was an ancient Leviathan. Fucking Christ! All right. After this, all those who vote that we hunt down and kill every Leviathan that we can find, say aye, aye.
Yeah. I'm unconscious. I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'm by myself on that. Cool.
Aye.
Sai will
rest
in bed.
Yeah.
Alistair reapproaches Dante and says, "We'll keep an eye out in case another one surprises us. You go ahead and rest."
Cool. You got any booze?
We have, Bacchus has a stash below deck.
I'll just take whatever bottles I need to just knock myself out.
Alright. Sai, they had to tie you down to the bed because of the waves.
I think by the end of this, Dante's gonna be an alcoholic if he isn't already.
He already was. Alright. Let's see here. Eventually, the storms calm for a little bit, and the waves subside. Dante, you don't really sleep, do you?
Well, no.
Yeah, you're a demon. Eventually, Bacchus makes his way down below deck and meets up with you and says, "We made it past the first storm."
Hold on. Can we rewind real quick? You said first storm.
Aye, that's right.
Why did I agree to this?
Because you're a hero, right? That's what they call you?
Do I have to be?
Well, I mean, I guess it could be just as easily a villain.
should have been a bad guy. Bad guys get
Bad guys get
everything
way
they
better
want.
perks.
Yeah, bad guys get way better perks.
Says, look, if I'm correct, we have about a 30-minute grace time before the next storm. So, be ready.
Power nap.
And he just clip-clops his way back up the stairs.
Fine.
I'm just taking a power nap.
I'm just. Eventually, we're gonna die. I'm gonna be okay with that. Just accept my death as it is, because this god we're gonna meet is probably gonna kill us. If not that, the way there definitely will.
Alright. Well, with this break in the storm, I will give the players a break if you need it to use the restroom or eat or anything like that.
All right.
Grab a drink.
I really don't need a drink or anything like that, but I did learn today that air fryers don't work like normal fryers.
Huh. Like how does that work?
Well, I made some chicken nuggets. I breaded them, or I soaked them in buttermilk and then breaded them with flour, and then I threw one in the one of the chicken pieces into the air fryer and turned it on, and it didn't turn the golden brown it usually does in oil. And then I learned, or then I remembered that like the only way to make a roux, which is what you need for like gumbo and shit, is you need flour and oil. So learned that. So had to make fried chicken the old-fashioned way.
See. We done with some meat picks? I know it's like almost 9:30. I still kind of want to play without you both with you two.
I could try some Apex.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go get myself a water, and we can probably discuss that when I get back.
Yeah.
Stop first.
Oh shit, I forgot I need to... The fuck is my Xbox sign-in? Ew.
Ugh. Dungeon Master needed fuel.
Needed fuel. Fuck, what the hell's my EA sign-in stuff?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
Dungeon Master's having a quick snack because Dungeon Master is dying.
Oh. I went to your dinner.
My dinner?
Yeah.
This is my dinner.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, I thought it would be there sooner.
Well, I had it on hand, but I'd got a
Oh,
started.
I see.
fair fight bullshit.
I'm still kind of down for some Apex if you all are.
Do we want to end right there and then I could move over to Apex?
Up to you two. I just like want to play play this a little bit before we all hop off.
What time are y'all thinking of getting off?
I'm good for a while.
Because I don't have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm good for a bit.
I could be online for a bit. What? Mark. That's red. Long.
Like, I could probably stay up till like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, I can't play Apex that long.
Oh, the adrenaline rush, you might. Yeah.
That is if. Come on, EA. Give me my 6-digit code.
But you, Quentin? You down?
Well, would we be opposed to getting the next conflict done and then we hop on Apex?
Sure. Eh?
I am not opposed to that, but EA, give me the code. I'm trying to connect my Xbox Apex account with my now PC PlayStation account. I think I could do this later. Alt-tab. Okay, so 30 minutes go by and we go into this next storm. God, I hope there's not another giant titan.
Okay, that might be enough fuel. A pizza slice and a half and I think I'm good to go again.
Okay. We're back in action. So, eventually, as Bacchus warned, you can see the clouds coming into view once again.
Watch me fucking sideways!
And the waves begin to grow. Eventually, we come back to the situation where people are flying across the deck. The ship is flying in the air and crashing down in the water. But strangely enough, a good while goes by where there is no giant monster seemingly looming over you. Everybody Make a perception check.
Oh no. Gonna be. Oh, wrong thing.
17.
That's very good.
More time. Oh,
Do you see what I see?
Probably not.
Not with a
I
9.
know. I'm like, how can I see? I'm still like stuck on the like lower deck. Like, damn.
So you both actually are a bit low on mana. I don't know if you want to do anything to recharge that.
I can't. Kind of hoping to save this mana or these mana potions for when we really need them. Are there like extra mana potions anywhere? Yo,
We'll say that you...
undead pirate captain.
Baccharis says, aye.
You got any mana potions anywhere?
Sure.
Cool.
Each of you get a free mana potion.
Cool. I'll just immediately down mine. What does it taste like? I wonder what it tastes like.
Tastes like cotton candy.
Oh,
Blueberry.
that's a suspiciously good flavor. I kind of expect cough medicine.
Dante, while you're on deck, you peer over the edge and you can see a woman like leap out of the water like a fish and then back in.
Cool.
And then more women and more women and more women. And on each of them is a mermaid's tail. Until dozens of them seem to be following your ship.
Hi, are you ally or nah?
Friend or foe?
Friend or foe?
Friend or
You're like
foe?
shouting as the storm is coming down hard, and you can barely hear anything, and you can just barely see them through the chaos and the fog. But they are leaping off of these gigantically tall waves, following your ship. You shout to them, and one of them notices you and plunges beneath the water.
Foe.
Foe?
I'm still in the lower deck, strapped down to the bed, and I just woke from my power nap, like,
I imagine somebody like let you loose once you woke up.
Oh, thank you. Still feeling the waves being rocked back and forth. I'm gonna slowly make my way back to the top deck.
Okay. You see Dante looking over the railing.
I would up to.
Eventually, dozens of women leap out of the water
I close my ears
latch onto
immediately.
the side of the boat and begin like climbing with these nails.
I look down to the. What do they look like?
They look like mermaids. Yeah, like beautiful women.
I still have my ears closed, and I say, "Nod for friend, shake your head for foe."
She smiles and nods her head.
The fuck? Why are you climbing? Okay.
Eventually, that woman, looking at Sai, climbs up to the railing and comes up to eye level with you, and tries to climb aboard the ship.
No. I draw my sword and point it at her neck and go, no.
She looks
You
surprised.
have not said a single word. Who are you? What do you want?
She looks at you, kind of like offended. Like she leans back with like her hand on her chest, and she's like, "Ah." And then on the other side of the ship, you see one woman, two women, three women. the numbers begin to increase. People on the deck don't seem to have noticed.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Well, they're mermaids. How exactly how are they standing up? Are they just like leaning on their tails to stand up straight? Because you said they're mermaids, right? So their tails are obviously fish. How are they standing?
Their tails, well, they haven't climbed over the railing yet. They're like hanging on by their hands.
How do these?
Well, with pirate knowledge in hand, do I recognize any of these, like from the books I've read?
Give me a roll. Give me a pirate roll.
Yar.
Pirate roll. Not more 20. Copy. There you go. Damn it.
You don't recognize these as a species.
Okay.
However, the one in front of Sai turns from Dante to Sai and says, you can see her lips moving, and she goes, "We do not mean you any harm."
Okay.
She pulls out
Okay,
from
sure.
behind her with one hand a small clam.
Alright, look. There's a watch.
She holds it up to you, and the mouth slowly opens, revealing a pearl.
Wait. We just met. Are you proposing? I say jokingly.
She gestures for you to take it.
I go to take it.
You have a clam with a pearl.
Oh, nice.
Neat. What? Why'd you do that? Why are you helping us when like a giant fucking monster beforehand didn't help us?
She says, she looks at you and says, "Mortals are pretty. You, I guess."
Rude.
So what is your name? Thank you for this kind gift.
My name is Perla.
Parallel? Cute name.
Anyway. It's not every day that we see a boat come through here.
Yes, we were technically on a journey right now. Sorry, for my friend here, we were all a little on edge. We just had to fight an ancient Leviathan and almost broke our ship down and almost perished right then and there.
Yes, there are many scary creatures around here.
Mm-mm. Go ahead. Sorry, I was just thinking right now.
I'll pull Sai aside and go, I don't trust him.
Relax. You taken down an ancient Leviathan. I'm sure if something bad were to happen, we will be fine with these people. Okay?
Fine.
She
Fine.
says,
But if something bad happened, it's on your head. I am going to go walk next to the helm and just eye the mermaid.
"I know a shortcut through the storm."
Help will be greatly appreciated.
Just convince the captain to follow us.
Okay, then, if that's the case, then give me 1 minute to go talk to him.
Okay.
Then we'll go talk to the captain.
Okay. Bacchus is kind of looking at a map right now with his left hand while steering the ship with the right.
That seems precarious.
So I will inform him of the merfolk who has climbed aboard and informed us of saying they know potentially a shortcut out of the storm. Do you know about these merfolk and can they be trusted? I'm talking like quietly to him if he can hear me.
He peers at you.
They were generous enough to actually give me a gift.
I see. Well, I don't know if I trust them.
How long have you been sailing these seas?
A long time.
So I'm sure have you heard stories of these merfolk, right?
Mostly legend.
Most of the legends and what the legends speak.
Does he even see them?
He peers past you over to the woman you're pointing at. He says they usually have civilizations at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, good for them.
I don't know.
And that's all you know about?
I haven't had much interactions with them. I don't know. Do you think we should follow?
We have nothing else to lose if we follow. I mean, we're just trying to get to our destination as fast as we can, right?
If you want to convince them, give me a roll.
No, hold up. So you're sure we're heading to the right direction? So I'm gonna ask him, even from the this combobulations of the storm, right?
He says it's not a science, but I think I'm on the right route.
Okay. Do you think the quicker we get out of the storm, the quicker we could get back on track and get to our destination faster?
Yes.
Then all we can do is to technically benefit from this. And I'm sure we have a big enough crew. We have taken down an ancient Leviathan, and we have quite a strong crew that if they actually were to attempt to ambush us, we could most likely handle our own.
Hopefully.
Wow.
Okay.
Says, you know what? I'll trust in your judgment. Tell them to lead the way.
I walked back down to the merfolk and said, "Okay, we have agreed to follow you."
Okay. She looks at you and leans in to kind of kiss you on the cheek,
Okay.
and then she
I
dives
just
back in
let
the
it
water.
happen.
And then before you know it, they begin to like not goose dive. No. Like, you know how geese fly in a V? They do that for you in the front.
Okay. V formation.
And you come across what looks like a current that cuts through the stormy waters, and the ship is carried along this current, kind of like in Finding Nemo when there's like that little water tunnel,
Yeah.
and you are just rocketed through much calmer waters along this very particular path that follows the vortex. And you find yourself very quickly through the storm. And for the first time, you can see sunlight peering through the clouds.
Thank God.
And up in front of you are rock formations, signaling kind of like coastline to you.
Coastline.
Land ho?
I'm gonna go ahead see if I can climb up the crow's perch and see what I can see from the coast rocks.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah.
You try to survey the land, but it's a bit of a ways off, and you have a hard time spotting details. As you draw closer, the mermaids, now that the storm isn't ravaging your ears and the water is calm, the mermaids are able to swim alongside your boat. And they start giggling and laughing, and they're just kind of like, "We did it! Like, you're safe, you know.
Thank you.
Congratulations." Land ho, up ahead are the land of Titans.
Wait.
Land of Titans. I wonder if Fenrir's here.
As you approach the coastline, there is like not quite. It's kind of like Badlands. And up the cliff, you can see like the mouth of a cave opening.
Okay.
Eventually, Bacchus wheels up to the, or not wheels up, sails up to the coastline and drops anchor in the shallow water. And the ship comes to a stop.
It will climb down the ladder or slide down to make it quicker and walk over to Icarus and say, I take it we stopped for a reason. Is this our destination, or are we just taking a pit stop or something?
We've made landfall.
Then
This
necessarily answer my
is
question.
the land of the Titans. This is not where we wanted to be.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, this is not where we wanted to
No,
be?
this is where you wanted to be.
Oh, great.
The land of Titans.
Wait. Thank you,
Hooray.
man. I'm gonna go over by the side and wait to the merfolk and wait to them and say thank you very much for your help and generosity, kindness. If there anything we could do in return, we'd be more than happy to offer if we can do help.
Yes, you should go talk to our mother.
Mother,
Yeah.
where is she?
They point up to the large mouth of the cave.
Interesting. Okay. I have no objections, and I will comply.
As you approach the mouth of the cave, it's pitch black inside, but upon hearing the sound of the voices and the footsteps, this large woman's head, giant in size, begins to emerge from the darkness.
That is weird as fuck.
You can hear this woman's voice, only revealing her face.
Hello.
Echoes out from the cave, and she calls out to you and says, "Who dares walk into my abode?"
The name is Sai. Just trying to get out of the storm, and it looks like your children actually helped us out of the storm and pointed us in this direction.
I don't have 1,000 rupees.
She approaches Sai, and as she emerges out, she reveals this beautiful body, large in size, as she walks up to you, or not walks, but like crawls up to you. All you can see are her hands and her torso as she pulls herself forward, dragging her stomach across the floor. As she begins sniffing you, and she says, "A human?"
Yes.
Well, he's human.
How many of you are there?
By species, currently right now on the ship, I think it's just me. Everyone else might be undead and you have a demon.
She peers out beyond the mouth of the cave. A demon as well.
Hi.
Interesting. Well, what brings you all the way out here?
We actually are trying to find an audience, I believe, with I forget their names.
Tigress.
Tigress, yes. We're trying to seek an audience with her. Potentially maybe stop a war from coming.
My, that sounds far too dramatic. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm awfully hungry.
Okay.
If one of you could offer me some kind of meal, I might
Ancestral-
consider letting the rest
Ancestral
of you live.
Leviathan. Ancestral Leviathan. How is your appetite, I should say?
No, I'm not a Leviathan.
No. You're getting it the wrong way. I'm asking how are you hungry for? Because we did kill quite a huge meal back at that storm, and we could actually bring it up to you. Maybe cook it up for you.
You'd go out
It's
back
least-
into the storm and pick it up for me.
Yeah.
Well, if you do that, I might let you pass.
Well, we just find some tuna. I'll make some sushi because I'm a samurai and I know how to do that. And voila.
Well, find something that appeases me and I'll let you pass. I may even reward you.
Then we will go fetch on this quest to appease your appetite, my lady, and we'll be right back.
Very
We
well.
walk back to the ship and look into Dante. We did go back for that fucking Leviathan. I do you think a few pounds of tuna would actually fill this lady's mentioned? Like, I'm sure she's gonna be more than happy just a few pounds of tuna.
Have you seen a tuna fish? They're like up to 500 pounds.
I
They're
think
huge.
she might want more. But don't you think having eating a Leviathan is much rarer than eating tuna?
I mean, that thing's probably at the bottom of the ocean, and that is crushing depths.
I mean, we saw half of his body standing up.
That's a good point. Could it... Didn't we? Don't we have like pieces of the Leviathan on the ship?
Tentacles, a few pincers, yeah.
Why don't we use the pieces on the ship?
Most of the fighting occurred underwater. You can roll to see if you can find something. It'd be pretty much be luck roll. Would anyone like to roll?
I still have a vote trying to see if we can get that Leviathan back up. The only problem is how the hell... No, actually.
Exclamation point. Roll. 15.
15? Let's say you find some like crab meat. Dante just finds a big chunk of
Wait.
crab meat.
I was gonna say,
Just
probably the only issue, the only real problem being is that dragging that carcass over and see if we can actually cut it up to actually, or gut it to make a meal for her. The only problem being is that how are we gonna do that? Does the ship actually have anchoring, what's the word I'm using? almost like a crane.
I
Like-
mean, I'm sure the ship does, but
It has like a cranking system to pull it up.
That works. And now we just have to figure out to chop it up and basically fill the entire ship with Leviathan meat. The only question is how does she want it cooked?
what if she doesn't want it cooked at all? Like I said, sushi.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cooked or raw, that'll work. Sushi would actually work great. Maybe some rice. That's be a lot of rice though.
Yeah, I just need some rice.
Seaweed too.
Shouldn't be too hard.
But what other? Because it's not. It can't just hold the meat. Oh yeah, maybe we could actually combine it with that crab meat. I mean,
So
some
it take-
fruits.
Do we need to like roll to see how delicious this will be?
Roll for a culinary preparation.
Wait, really?
Sure, why not?
How
I'm
about you?
scared.
How about you try? 20. Ha
Whoa.
I'm a
We-
fucking chef.
We build a small model of our current ship, like a sushi boat, and
Oh,
we
great.
put a bunch of sushi on it.
Okay, you like take the chunk and just like sushi it up,
Yeah.
garnish it, and you serve it. And she emerges from her cave and looks at it and says, "Oh, I love crustaceous." As she begins shoveling it in her mouth, and you can see these large,
Wait.
like fang-like teeth.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, I was gonna pull out my chopsticks and be like, watch. And I pull out some soy sauce, pour it into like a small cup, and then the wasabi into the soy sauce, and then I dip the sushi into the soy sauce, and then like that.
Oh,
It'll be
marvelous!
delicious.
She takes, well, she is giant. She says, "I can't really hold chopsticks."
That's a good point. I guess sushi is a hand food as long as we don't drizzle anything on top of it.
She just throws it all in her mouth at once, and you can hear her.
I swallow proudly because it seemed like she enjoyed it all.
Mortals,
Yes.
I thank you. As a
You're
reward,
very welcome.
I will not eat you. Be safe on your journeys.
Yes, thank you. And you too, actually.
Try not
Cool.
to die within the next 10 minutes.
That is the
that's
plan.
awesome. Great. Oh, wait, fuck. God damn it. No, I don't want to do that.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
As a favor, I'll watch your ship for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
She like does that thing with her hand where she like toodaloos.
I wave back at her as we walk. And as we're walking, oh, she was nice.
Oh Lord, I still have. I'm going to have nightmares about those teeth for the possibly the rest of my life.
Talking about, we're kind of cute. At least she's better than the ancestral Leviathan we had to face.
Yeah.
Well, as you proceed past her and climb up the rocky beach, you see what looks like a blend of geography between plains, desert, and badlands, just all in one biome.
Plains, desert, and badlands, like savannah.
Some of it is rocky, some of it is sand, some of it is like dead grass, and it's all patchy.
Who would want to live here?
And
Obviously
beyond that,
Titans.
out into the distance, the elevation slowly rises up into a certain point in your vision. And from there on, it's an upward slope up of a mountain. And we will end this campaign episode right there.
Okay.
We Oh, it was great.
That's
Hi,
a good
Psychotic.
thing we didn't have to fight.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry.
You managed to avoid a conflict there.
Ish. The smooth sigh.
Well,
Kidding.
from here on, next episode, you will have a journey up the mountain.
Niche.
But
Like,
till then,
Sai,
we will.
Sai is smoother than
And
Dante, because Dante is untrusting of everyone.
I try to play with your
You know.
emotions. Well,
It's what I noticed.
next Sunday, I think. Are we still doing it this Sunday?
I could try, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. To Psychotic J in my chat. Next Sunday we will be continuing at 6:30ish p.m. Central, and we will be ascending the mountain of the gods and titans. So, catch
Mountain
you
of the gods and
next
Titans.
time.
Great.
Thank you for the follow, Psychotic. Yes, you don't want to miss it. But you can
Wait, what?
also, on YouTube, we have the playlist of all the episodes if you want to watch. So, but hopefully we'll see you live on Sunday. All right. That's a wrap, and I'll see you next time.